Every single one of these movies from this list just slaps in one way or another. What's up, everybody? So, welcome to 1991. And here are just a handful of the movies that came out this year. And all of them, I wish I can go back to watch in the movie theaters for one reason or another. First and foremost, you got Silence of the Lambs, one of the great horror suspense thrillers of all time, with Anthony Hopkins somehow winning the Oscar for Best Actor, even though he's only on screen for 18 total minutes. That's how good he was. Terminator 2 speaks for itself. Not just one of the great action movies of the 90s, but just kind of all time. It's in a different category, I would say. Beauty and the Beast. I think this was probably the first really, really big movie that came out. Maybe The Little Mermaid, but definitely Beauty and the Beast. And then after that, Aladdin and then Lion King. And we'll get to those as we progress through the 90s. JFK. Boys in the Hood. R.I.P. to John Singleton. What a great movie. Cape Fear. One of the, arguably, I think, the best remake ever done. You know, you got Scorsese, you got De Niro. It's definitely one to revisit. Thelma and Louise, one of the great girl power movies of all time. You got Point Break, which in my eyes, it's a personal favorite of mine. I think it's the best action movie of the 90s. The Addams Family, that it's such a quirky and weird kind of sense of humor. They really don't make movies like that anymore. The Last Boy Scout, I think one of Tony Scott's most underrated action movies. Bruce Willis, Damon Wayans, Halle Berry, incredible one. Hot Shots, I think now with the remake of The Naked Gun, the kind of slapstick comedy, not really it has been done for a while, but now that The Naked Gun is here, we can kind of remember those kinds of movies, and Hot Shots is definitely there. 1 and 2. 1 is more of a spoof off of Top Gun, and then 2 is like a spoof off of the Rambo movies with Charlie Sheen. It's just great. My Girl, one of those kid movies that, as amazing as it is, it kind of breaks your heart in the end. It's if you don't have any tears by the end of that movie, then I question your humanity. New Jack City, one of the great gangster movies ever. Sleeping with the Enemy, great thriller. I think way more than Pretty Woman. I think this is the movie that at least did it for me as far as making Julia Roberts that big time movie star that she became in the 90s. Another one of my personal favorites, action martial arts movie, The Perfect Weapon with Jeff Speakman. Doesn't really work on the same level, but great martial arts revenge movie. Jungle Fever, Spike Lee. You know, Spike Lee just did incredible things in the 90s. It's really something special. Another one of my personal favorites, Double Impact. You don't only get one Van Damme, you get two as he plays twins. Mississippi Masala, which is a love story with Denzel Washington. It's the one love story that I think the only thing that one that he actually did. And it's kind of unfortunate, you know, what an amazing leading man, one of the great actors of all time, but just didn't get those kinds of romantic lead roles. And this is one of the only one that really exists, and you see what an amazing job he does, just as he does in any movie that he's in. Necessary Roughness, great sports movie, football movie. You got Jeff Bakula in there. You got Sinbad. You got Robert Loggia. You got Hector Elizondo. Some really, really, really fun things. It's kind of like the college football version of the Bad News Bears. So definitely worth a watch. Great goosebumps, you know, kind of cathartic ending that you get with that one. And another Denzel movie that makes it on this list is Ricochet with John Lithgow. Another great thriller. He plays a cop who, in the beginning, arrests this career criminal. Criminal goes to jail and then just plots his revenge. And then most of the movie is him exacting out his revenge before Denzel's character turns the tides on him. Amazing, amazing movie. Anyways, any favorites of yours that I missed or that I mentioned? Let me know in the comments below. Smash that like button, give me a follow, and I'll see you guys next time.